Hey everybody, welcome in. Today we're going to break down this $3,000 profit trade on Boeing today. This video is going to help you out with your technical analysis, so be sure to take notes, okay? But first, let's set it off right. I'm going to show you my profits here so you know that it's real and not a paper trading account. 2793 is my account number. This is on ticker Boeing. This is on the 4 September weekly options call contracts, okay? $3,034 profit on the day. This was posted in my Discord server at 6:44 a.m. straight off the watch list and called in chat. Before we get into the trade, I'm going to need to set up a little bit of background on Boeing to show you why it had potential in the first place. So I always start my analysis on the larger time frame charts. That's the daily chart or the weekly chart. It allows you to see the macro levels of support and resistance. The majority of the support has been occurring here at the 170 mark, with the majority of the resistance, at least recently, has been occurring at the 180 mark. So you see it's kind of just been ranging right in between these two zones. So most recently it hit 180, pulled all the way back to 170. Yesterday we got a bounce off of 170, okay, and that was telling us that it was indeed confirming 170 as support and had potential to run up to 180 today. So let's jump into the 5-minute chart time frame and break this down further. /ES at this time this morning was coming down, okay? Boeing, on the other hand, had actually this was yesterday's closing price. It had actually gapped up a little bit. So what that was telling us is that Boeing this morning did not care what the overall market was doing. It's showing relative strength. It's pushing up instead of following the market and coming down. So all of this is bullish signs, right? All of this is telling us that this really does have potential to run. So here's your gap up. I'm on the 5-minute chart time frame. This is your gap up and then pull back, right? So this is already forming a bull flag formation before the market even opens, and that is also a bullish pattern. So there's a few ways to trade the bull flag pattern. One of my favorite ways, though, is to wait for that extra confirmation. So if this is going to be a true breakout over the top of the bull flag, we need to look to take this long over 176. We need to wait for it to break over 176 and hold, right? We don't trade in the first 5 minutes. There can be exceptions to this, especially if you see like a pattern setting up, but I typically will wait at least until the first 5-minute candle forms. So I'm going to show you on the 1-minute chart time frame. We almost got there today, but I had to break my rules a little bit, but the setup was there. And here's the deal. So when it pushed up 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes into the trading session, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I posted this in our alert room. I said that Boeing is over the trigger, 6:34 a.m. Boeing is over the trigger and consolidating on lower volume. Watch for a volume push over high of day. Entry can be taken now if you like for a low risk play. Stop loss being 176 right here. These are the contracts I'm watching. I'm taking a starter position. Entry is 4.0. So here's the deal. This pushed up. 6:34 a.m. was right here when I put that post out. This was forming a bull pennant pattern over top of the trigger. So we have a breakout of the bull flag, then we have another bullish pattern forming over top of the old resistance point. And when you see this consolidation happening on lower volume, look at the volume right here. It's low, right? It's not pulling back on major volume. That's kind of confirming the trade here for you. That's telling you that these pullbacks aren't sell-offs. All it is profit taking. So we had a little bit of tug of war between buyers and sellers. Then we get this big volume spike come in and the price pushed up. There's your break of high of day. This served as our first entry point for this trade. So that was at 6:34 a.m., right? 6:35, that's high of day and 20%. 1 minute later, that's all it took for us to hit 20%. I didn't sell at that price point. I held through. And here's why. Understanding that old resistance, right? This was your old resistance right here at around 177.77 becomes new support. We looked to add to the position right here, right? So old resistance, we held through, new support, add to the position. We knew the daily resistance was at or around that 180 mark. So here's 180. Let's go ahead and just clean that up. 180, look, it perfectly tested 180. So I said that's high of day and 40% at 636. That was on this candle. High of day and 50%, 642. Right there. Okay. Close BA for 50% right there at 645. That's when I finally put that out. So that's all that it took to make 50% on the trade. You know, you always want to take profits into strength, but you don't always need to take profits at 20% if you see that the stock still has potential to run. So in Boeing's case, we had potential to run to 180. That's why I kept in this trade for longer than I normally would on any other position, and was able to take a nice chunk of change, $3,000 off of this position. Guys, that's it. That's all that I have on my Boeing breakdown. I hope that this video has helped you out. I make these call outs and alerts in my chat room daily. I also post daily watch lists. So if you like this video and you think that options trading is something that you want to do, and you haven't found consistency with options trading yet, all of the links to all my social media and Discord will be included in the description. Please leave me a like, comment below if you want me to make a video on a certain topic, and I will definitely get around to doing that. Thank you for your time. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a nice day, guys.